Go on, Pogba, cutting inside onto his right foot, goes for the finesse shot, and that's in. Pogba has had a brilliant episode as he opens things up. Cuts this one to Chong. Chong does brilliantly, deserves a goal there. That's sensational work from the Dutchman. Manchester United 3, Aston Villa 0. This is the kind of football you want to see. Hey guys, how's it going? It is S2G and welcome to episode number 42 of the Manchester United Career Mode series. Today's episode is massive because by the end of it, we will be in the January transfer window. So we're going to discuss some transfers in today's episode. You guys will need to make a few important decisions as well. Should be fun. And if all the transfer stuff wasn't enough, we've got some huge Premier League games as well in today's episode. Everton at Goodison Park, Bournemouth as well, Arsenal and Spurs at Old Trafford. Should be difficult, but I'm really hyped for it. If you guys are enjoying this Manchester United Career Mode series, drop a like on the video. That always helps the channel grow. 1,000 likes again would be brilliant. And make sure to subscribe for more FIFA 19 Career Mode content. Starting off the episode with a press conference as we normally do, and there's a lot of transfer talk in this one. Any thoughts on David De Gea's performance recently? Well, at least in our series, he is absolutely balling out, so that's brilliant. 7.4 match rating this season, but in real life though, it's a completely different story. He's been making simple errors in almost every game that he's playing, and I can't believe we've seen such a huge decline from David De Gea. It is actually unbelievable. I mean, I don't know what's going on with him, but hopefully he regains his form. I kind of feel like Man United fans have been so harsh on him. He's been their best player for the last 2 or 3 seasons, and now they've just turned on him based on like 1.5 months of bad form. But anyways, I personally just hope he gets back to, at his best. Now this is where things get really interesting. Buy Neymar instead of Paulo Dybala. I'll be honest, before I saw comments like this, I genuinely wasn't even considering Neymar. But now on second thought, Neymar would actually be a better signing than Dybala because Neymar's got the 5-star skill moves, and you guys know I really enjoy having players with 5-star skills. He's got the 5-star weak foot as well. And I think he can add a lot to our team going forwards. More creativity in our attack, more goals as well. And you know what? I am genuinely considering Neymar to Manchester United. This is the final season of this career mode. And I think bringing in Neymar as one of our final players would be just immense and just highlight what this career mode has been all about. And I think bringing in Neymar would be brilliant. We'll talk more about this transfer after we're done with the press conference. These kind of comments always piss me off, man. Finally buffed up the settings after playing on beginner off camera. I'm saying this once again, I've been playing on ultimate difficulty in this career mode since basically the start. Like, I haven't changed it, I haven't dropped down the difficulty, it's always been on ultimate. The only thing that's different is that I've made the sliders harder, and I think from season 2 onwards, to make the game a bit more difficult for me. And that's all I've done. We've been playing on ultimate difficulty from basically the start. It is so nice to see one of Manchester United's very own Sahid Chong, an academy player, win the Player of the Episode award. He's been phenomenal for us this season, contributed a lot with goals and assists, and of course he's 85 rated now in game, and last episode he was brilliant, scored 3 goals if I'm not wrong, a few assists as well. And there you go, you guys voted for Sahid Chong as your player of the episode. I know this is an incredibly difficult decision, but that's why I'm letting you guys to decide, Neymar or Paulo Dybala. I think I'm convinced that we're going to drop Pogba down to midfield and play, of course, one of these two in that cam role. So we're going to make the signing in the next episode. But I need to decide now who we should bring in. And of course, it's going to be you guys to help me with the decision. There's going to be a vote. You guys can click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either Neymar or Paulo Dybala. Remember, age isn't really a factor. There's only 6 months left in this career mode. We're signing one of these 2 players to help us win the Champions League and the Premier League once again. And to end off this series with a massive transfer. And both of them look world class. I know Dybala is higher rated, probably has the better overall stats, but Neymar is just as good in a lot of the stats. I mean, he's faster, he's got the skill moves and the weak foot. It's up to you guys to decide. do vote. A quick season goals update, 8 clean sheets so far in the Premier League, not bad at all. We're on track to complete the objective. Hopefully we'll see a few more in today's episode. Looking forward to Mbappe finding some consistency in front of goal. Would love to see him score more goals for us. And again, Jean-Felix, Chong and Greenwood have done well. Hopefully they'll add some goals to their tally in today's episode. Our first game in today's episode is actually against a team that gave us a really tough fight last season for the Premier League title. They took it all the way to the final match day, and it was Everton. This season, they've been pretty average. They're now in 7th place, 25 points for them. We're playing them at the Goodison Park. Could be a tricky one. We're top of the league, and I intend to keep it that way. So let's try and beat Everton. This is how I'm lining up the team for this away game against Everton. They've got a good team. We know that last season they gave us a really good fight, but this season they're not having the best of seasons, and I'm hoping we can take advantage of that. Now, last episode in the Premier League we were so inconsistent. We got battered by Liverpool, we drew against Brighton, and that can't happen once again. So let's get into this one. I've gone with a very strong team, quite possibly the strongest 11. And let's get the 3 points. This is not good. We've given away an early chance to Everton, and honestly, what's happened to us, man? Last episode was a massive struggle as well, only 1 win in 4 games, and I guess we're continuing with that kind of form, as Everton have taken the lead early on in this one at Goodison Park. It's going to be a challenge now to get back into this game. I don't want to give away this insane advantage that we have in the Prem. We need to respond. That's not good. I've given away another chance to Tom Davies, and of course De Gea does make the save this time around, but it's been a terrible start for Manchester United. We are not playing well. We could see a chance for Everton once again, and they've scored. This is turning out to be embarrassing. We were absolutely dominating in this series up until this December month, and now we're suddenly losing every other game. Like, what's going on here? Everton have made it 2-0 now. In under 15 minutes, this is turning out to be embarrassing. I mean, look at this pass as well from Tom Davies. It was just inch perfect. The finish was brilliant, and we are deservedly 2-0 down. I hope we can respond from this. I'm trying to be patient with my build-up play and see how that works. Here's Saul now with a big chance. Saul shoots and scores. Couldn't even talk properly there for a second. Saul gets us right back in it. He's been one of our best players this season. And you know what? If you just include his form in the last 2 or 3 months for us, he's got to be our player of the season in that period. What a performance he's been. He's been putting in world-class performances for us game after game. Another very important goal against Everton, and we are right back in it. His left foot is genuinely amazing. Rashford. Now Mbappe sees Pogba making a run. Go on, Pogba. Dembele out wide. This is nice. Dembele takes a touch, a weird one out wide. I wanted to bring it inside, and that's why the chance was completely ruined as Ousmane Dembele hits the side netting. Kylian Mbappe now out wide to Ousmane Dembele. Here we go inside. Go on, Mbappe. Beats one. Mbappe shoots, and that's a good effort from Kylian, but Pickford, good save. There's Marcus Rashford now on the attack. Couple of step overs there to beat his man. Worked out brilliantly. On we go now. Rashford, I see Saul making a good run. Dembele now to Pogba. It didn't go to Saul, but it ultimately ended up on Pogba's feet. But you know what? Pickford made another brilliant save there with some great build-up play, starting from, of course, the wing with Marcus Rashford. Come on, let's make this count. A corner. Dembele puts it in. Decent delivery. Marcus Rashford with the header, and it's in. For a moment I thought it hit the roof of the net, but it doesn't matter as Rashford does convert. And just before the halftime whistle, Manchester United have equalised. We are right back in it. We started off this game horribly, but a fantastic comeback from us, and it's game on. And it's now 50-50 going into this second half. What a goal from Marcus Rashford. It's now Neves. I'm waiting for Saul to potentially make a run. He does still get the ball, finesses this one, and it's off the post. Oh, this is not good. Brilliant football from Everton. You know what? They deserved a goal from that position, but David De Gea saves the day once again. I know he's conceded 2 goals already, but these kind of saves win you matches, and hopefully this one can. Waiting to see some movement, and now it's Marcus Rashford. Controls it so well. Go on, Marcus. Cut inside onto his right foot, finesses it, and oh my god, it's just wide. For a moment I thought it was in. Marcus Rashford cutting inside on his right foot. You can't expect more from him from that position. Mbappe now. Go on, Kylian Mbappe there. The skills worked. Go on, Mbappe. We know he's got the pace. Here goes Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe shoots, and it's in Fergie time. We've made it 3-2 against Everton. We're taking all 3 points from this game, and it's Kylian Mbappe with a wonderful goal. It was all about his pace on this attack. I mean, Everton just could not handle his speed, and of course Pickford couldn't make the save there as well. Kylian Mbappe coming in clutch for us as Manchester United make it 3-2. What a comeback, man. 15 minutes into this game, we were 2-0 down, full time, and it's 3-2. Brilliant stuff. Full time in this one, and what a game of football this was. I mean, Premier League quality at its absolute best. I mean, I'm sure Everton upped their level because of what happened last season with us beating them to the Premier League title on the final match day. But they weren't good enough in this game as Manchester United take away all 3 points. And it's 3-2 to United. Well, there you go. We've solved the Anthony Martial problem. He is happy with the game time he's getting, so that's absolutely perfect. A bit of a bummer as Marcus Rashford wasn't given credit for his goal against, of course, Everton in that previous game. It was apparently an own goal, which is disappointing because now Hazard is comfortably sitting at the top of the Premier League Golden Boot race. He's got 12 goals, but Rashford and Mbappe just behind them with 9 each. I'm sure you guys already know how difficult the December holiday period can be. We've now got Bournemouth, and in a couple of days we've got Arsenal, then Spurs in another couple of days, so we've got to manage our squad, and because of that, for this game against Bournemouth, I am rotating the team. So Martial playing up front as our striker, João Felix, Chong in the lineup, Aouar starting as well, Manolas, Lucas Hernandez, Dalot. It's a strong Manchester United team. We've still got De Gea captaining the side, of course, but it's not our first team, it's the second team, but I reckon against Bournemouth it should be good enough to get the job done. Go on, Jesse Lingard, out wide to Tahith Chong. This is what you want to see from Manchester United. I'm going for the early cross. It's worked out perfectly. João Felix with the header. That was brilliant from the young Portuguese man. Chong with the cross, Felix with the goal, and Manchester United have made it 1-0 against Bournemouth. We've got to have a look at the replay for this one, because look at that for a cross from Tahith Chong. It was brilliant, and then the header from João Felix as well reminded me a bit of Cristiano Ronaldo. 1-0 to Man United. Oh, this is not good. I've given the ball away to Solanke. De Gea makes a big save there. Could have easily been 1-0. He's having a really good episode, at least so far. It's a corner for Bournemouth, and Solanke, my goodness, what a goal from him. I mean, you can't blame anyone for this. It was just a phenomenal strike. Yes, maybe the defender marking Solanke should have cleared the ball away, but what a finish that was. You've got to give him credit there. It's game on. Martial chipping this one into João Felix. Go on, Felix. Can he score this? Keeper saves, but Lingard on the rebound. That is such a cheesy goal to score, but I'll take it. Jesse Lingard. I think it's been a long time since I've used him in a Premier League game, and he's performing. I know it was just a rebound, but it's still good to see Lingard score for us. Felix got really unlucky there, but anyways, 2-1. Man United in the advantage. Now Aouar turns his man, does brilliantly, goes for the finesse shot. The keeper was just standing still there. He knew he had no chance of saving that, but unfortunately, Aouar's effort was just above the crossbar. Look at how close that was. Still Aouar, laying this one off to Felix, who is onside. It's Anthony Martial, and we get so lucky with this goal. Our last 2 goals in this game were just such cheesy goals, you know, rebounds and lucky bounces and all that. But hey, I'll take all these goals. Martial gives us a 3-1 advantage now against Bournemouth. Chong, would love to see him score in this one. Flicks it, shoots. Oh my god, that's off the crossbar. Oh my freaking god, what an effort from Chong. I did the rainbow flick there to see if it would work. It did work, but then Chong shot off the crossbar. That could have been goal of the season right there. So unlucky there. But anyways, it's full time. 3-1 against Bournemouth. It was a difficult game. Unfortunately, no clean sheet for us. But hey, 3 points in the bag. This is actually crazy. Tahith Chong has got himself 8 goals and 9 assists this season, which means he's on 17 goal contributions. Compare him to Ousmane Dembele, who is also having a great season. He's on 16 goal contributions, so technically Chong has had better stats than Dembele, which is unbelievable, man. Chong is just a phenomenal talent. If you look at his stats, you can understand why he's so good. 97 sprint speed, 96 agility, he's got great attacking positioning as well. 89 dribbling, 91 finishing. Some of his stats are just unbelievable. What a player we have, man. Coming off the bench, this guy could be a machine for us going forwards. So we are basically at the halfway point of the Premier League season, and we've got ourselves 50 points. That's right. We are currently on track to achieve the 100-point record set by Man City. If we can do that, it would be amazing for the series. Our next game though is a difficult one against Arsenal at Old Trafford. They're not having the best of seasons, so I suppose we do have the advantage in this one. But we know they've got some key players, they've got a good team. It's going to be fun facing them. All the big names have returned to the lineup for this clash against Arsenal. Mbappe, Pogba, Saul, Dembele, Rashford, all starting this one. De Gea in goal as well. It's Arsenal. Let's take a look at their team. I think we've faced this exact same lineup quite a few times now in this series. You know, the classic Aubameyang, Ramsey, Torreira, a very good defense as well, Mkhitaryan. Asano, I'm not sure if I faced him. Seems interesting to see him play out wide, but that's the Arsenal team that we're up against. Dembele now. Oh, brilliant pass to Paul Pogba. How has he missed that? I'm sure Pogba was onside. Yes, he was onside. How has he missed that? That should have been 1-0. Go on, Ousmane Dembele. Let's see what Dembele can do. What? What just happened there? I pressed the shoot button and Dembele passed the ball. Did you guys see that? What on earth was that? Corner though for us. Let's see if we can score from this. Good ball played in. Yes, we can. Well, looks like we got justice as Paul Pogba does score for us against Arsenal at Old Trafford. Ousmane Dembele getting the assist for this one. It's 1-0 Manchester United. But of course it should have been 1-0 with Dembele from that attack. Don't know what happened there. But at least Dembele does get the assist for this one. It's this Asano guy once again finding Aubameyang. Out wide to Ramsey. Back to Aubameyang. But David De Gea makes yet another good save. And Kieran Tierney does so well there to get it away. That's why he's starting, man. I really enjoy using him in this team. His pace helps me recover from a lot of different situations. Arsenal trying to get back into this one just before halftime. It's Ramsey who shoots, but De Gea alert once again. He's made some great saves in this first half. Halftime, and I must say it's been a dull affair so far in this game against Arsenal. Hopefully the second half will be a bit better, but to be honest, I'm not going to complain if we get the win and keep a clean sheet. Let's see what the second half brings. Here goes Kylian Mbappe on the attack now. We know he's got the pace. Go on, Mbappe. I'm going for the long shot. Oh, that was actually close. It was probably the wrong option. I should have maybe passed it to Pogba or someone. But you know what? I thought I could test Leno from there, but it wasn't even on target, so probably wrong decision. Arsenal on the attack now. It's Koscielny. I don't expect him to shoot. It's Mkhitaryan who ultimately gets the shot off. But we've got De Gea. Another save from him. Arsenal putting us under a tremendous amount of pressures. Mkhitaryan comes charging in. Now it's Granit Xhaka who shoots, but it was straight towards De Gea, and of course he's going to save that. I mean, Arsenal in the second half have definitely been the better team. We are just holding on. Full time in this one, and this was definitely a hard-fought win. It was a difficult game. Arsenal had the majority of chances. They were really good and were unfortunate to not score in this one. De Gea was superb. We get the clean sheet. We get all 3 points. A massive win for us, and we move on. We've actually done really well so far in this holiday period. 3 straight wins, and now we continue to be 10 points above Spurs, and our next game is against them. If we beat Spurs, we'll have a 13-point advantage over them. If we lose, it's still a comfortable 7-point lead, but as I just said, a 13-point lead after 21 games in the Premier League could well and truly be the end of the title race. So we're fighting for that now. Hopefully we can beat Spurs and potentially consider the Premier League wrapped up. Just this one game against Spurs, and then we will be in the transfer window where we'll need to decide whether to sign Neymar or Dybala. We've got, of course, the Carabao Cup semi-finals coming up next month. FA Cup action against, of course, Derby. It's going to be an exciting month. Eden Hazard at this point is just running away with the Premier League Golden Boot. He's on 14 points right now. Rashford and Mbappe with only 9. They need to start scoring more. Our previous game against Arsenal was just a couple of days before this one, so of course fitness has caused us a few problems here and there, so I've had to make a lot of changes. Martial, Casemiro, Aouar and Chong into the lineup. I'm still sticking with Mbappe and Pogba up front because I feel like they offer us a lot going forwards. Lucas Hernandez gets an opportunity. Manolas starts as well. It's still a very strong Man United team, and I'm expecting it to get the job done against the difficult Spurs team. Corner for us, and it looks like it's Chong taking this one. Good ball played in, and the header is brilliant from Paul Pogba, and it's Manchester United 1, Spurs 0. In today's episode, I think this is the second time we've scored from a set piece. Brilliant, I suppose. Chong gets the assist for this one, and Pogba scores an important goal for Manchester United. Let's have a look at that. For a moment, I thought it was someone else and not Pogba. It was Pogba with the header. Let's go, guys. 1-0 against Spurs. It's now Awar on the attack. Inside to Chong, who finesses this one off the crossbar. And Awar, it hits his face instead. And off for a corner. Not even a corner, a goal kick. How haven't we scored from that attack? Chong is again having a brilliant game. On the attack we go once again. Martial takes a very good touch. Could maybe cut this one back to Chong. Chong finesses this one, and it's too easy for Tahith Chong. He is in the form of his life, and everything he's trying to do works out perfectly, as Manchester United have made it 2-0 against Spurs under 30 minutes itself at Old Trafford. What a start for us in this game. That's not good. Dele Alli on the attack. What just happened? I think I accidentally pressed the touch bar instead of the square button. It didn't work out regardless, as Spurs have got one back. Dele Alli, it just looked so weird. I was actually like surprised seeing what happened there. The camera angle changing and all that. But anyway, Spurs are back in it. Harry Kane assisting Dele Alli there. Good goal, fair play. Awar now. Out wide to Tahith Chong. Go on. What can Chong do from here? Tries the Rabona cross. Works perfectly as well. Pogba off the post. Chong has been absolutely brilliant in this one. In fact, he's been the best player on the field. He gets another chance. This time, the keeper saves. Half-time in this one against Spurs, and it's been a great game of football. 2-1 to us right now, but anything can happen. You guys know how good Spurs are. We've been brilliant though in this first half, and let's keep it going. Here we go on the attack now. Tahith Chong. Go on. It's still Chong. Cuts this one back to Anthony Martial, and that should be 3-1. Martial getting a crucial goal for us. It's good to see now most of our players are getting back into the rhythm, getting back in good form, because Martial kind of was struggling at the start of the season, but now he's scoring a lot more consistently. But that is yet another assist from Tahith Chong. I'm now confused. Should it be Dembele or Chong is our first choice right winger? Because both have been brilliant this season, and it's a tough decision. Spurs now posing a threat. Eriksen there beats me with a few step overs, shoots, but Skriniar with a great block. Lucas still might have a chance. Now it's Dele Alli. Falls to Wanyama, but we eventually do clear it away. That was a bit of a scare. It's been all Spurs since we made it 3-1, and they might be on the attack once again. Klosterman putting in a good cross, and fair play. Harry Kane does score, but it seems like it is offside. So the scoreline remains 3-1 to United. Full time and it's job done. We've beaten Spurs 3-1, and that gives us a 13-point advantage after 21 games in the Premier League. We are definitely on track to achieve the 100-point goal in the Prem. We've been just superb this season. I mean, compared to last season, where our total was 78 points if I'm not wrong in the Premier League. This season, it's been unbelievable, and I'm hoping we can keep it going. What a result this is for us. It's actually insane how dominant we've been in the Premier League this season. I mean, look at this. We've scored 53 goals this season. That's 19 more than any other team in the Prem. How crazy is that? We've also been the best defensive side, conceding only 17 goals. It's literally the perfect season for us in the Premier League. So after 21 games, United, Spurs, Liverpool and Chelsea in the top 4, Everton and City and even Burnley fighting for that top 4 spot, Arsenal struggling in 9th, relegation zone, you've got Brighton, Cardiff and Aston Villa. The transfer window is finally open, and of course we've got the money to make big signings. £180 million plus potentially selling Casemiro should help us fund either one of these two deals, Neymar or Paulo Dybala. That's a big decision you guys will need to make. I'll be honest, my personal preference is Neymar, but again, Dybala would be brilliant as well. You guys get to decide this transfer. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for Neymar or even Paulo Dybala. A quick season goals update. I'll be honest, wasn't the best of episodes for our season goals. We're now on 9 clean sheets, not bad. Mbappe really needs to start scoring a few more goals for us. I mean, he's only on 17 and we need 40. I kind of feel we won't be able to complete that objective. Although João Felix, Chong and Greenwood are getting the job done for me. 18 goals now for the future looks bright challenge. Before we end off the episode, time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode, and 2 nominees again for this one, and of course the first one is Tahith Chong. Again, a brilliant episode from him. He's now giving me selection headaches. Who should I pick, Chong or Dembele? And when you are able to do that, you definitely deserve a Player of the Episode nomination. Another brilliant episode from him. Your second nominee is going to be David De Gea. I know he only kept one clean sheet in today's episode, but I thought he was superb. Made so many crucial saves, and that's why those two are your nominees. Click the I button on the top right of your screen to vote for either of them. And that is that for today's episode. The transfer window is now open, and next episode, it is time for all the transfer business. It should be a tremendous amount of fun. Drop a like on the video if you've enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you're watching my content for the very first time, and I shall see you guys next time.